Hello everyone, I'm Paul McGuire Grimes. Pablo Larraín has previously made films following the lives of Jackie Kennedy and Princess Diana. Now he's turning to legendary opera singer Maria Callas in Maria. It's streaming on Netflix and I want to talk about it. This is Paul's trip to the movies. Director Pablo Larraín starts Maria at the very end of her life. It's September 16th, 1977, as Maria Callas' butler and housemaid come back home to her apartment to find her body on the floor. It's a beautiful and somber image as the film then cuts to a montage of home videos of different performances and appearances of Maria's life on stage. Angelina Jolie plays Maria Callas in the film, which I think sets out to be kind of just this fantasy moment of reflection. Now, after the montage, screenwriter Steve Knight cuts back to just 1 week prior as Maria finds herself in failing health. She makes it clear to her staff that she no longer wants to be on stage, as it's been 4.5 years since her last appearance, and her voice isn't what it once was. She's mentally unstable but willing to give an interview under her own terms. Cody Smith-McPhee plays the interviewer Mandrax, but it's not long until you realize that the character is not real, but really a hallucination caused by the drug Mandrax that she's taking. Now, this supposed interview offers the story a framework for her reflections of her celebrated career, her complicated relationship with Aristotle Onassis, and what it meant for her to lose her voice. Maria marks the third part in this unofficial trilogy from Pablo Larraín following Jackie and Spencer. Casper Philipson plays John F. Kennedy in both Jackie and Maria, and Aristotle Onassis would go on to marry Jackie Kennedy after his relationship with Maria. Now, all three films present this kind of interpretation and kind of fantasy look at three complicated women who consistently found themselves caught in the spotlight due to their high-profile careers. Some could call them tortured and mentally unfit during aspects of their life. Now, that's certainly where we find Maria Callas. And at one point she says, "What is real and what is not real is my business." It takes someone of Angelina Jolie's magnitude to play someone of such grandeur like Maria Callas. Pablo Larraín has an unparalleled visual eye, and he and cinematographer Ad Lockman provide a really rich tapestry and backdrop to highlight Callas's life, from her gorgeous apartment to the huge opera houses to just the beautiful landscapes and the streets that she walks through. There's stunning storytelling in the visuals alone, as they really contrast the color with the black and white that they then use for the flashbacks. Larraín knows that anyone coming into Maria will no doubt be familiar with her work, so I think that he's less concerned with recreating musical performances and making Angelina Jolie sing like Maria, and I think would rather capture that duality within her. Her music and the arias are really used more as soundtracks to the film than showcasing her on stage all the time. Now, Angelina Jolie carries herself with that kind of outward appearance of a diva, but you can tell that she's fractured and just collapsing in the inside and is really too afraid to show it. Much of the film, I think, really rests on this very internal performance from Jolie. Now, it's a compelling performance, but one that I wish that just had a little bit more depth or range in the story that they're telling. Maria is an interesting character study for someone trying to control the narrative for the very first time, even though it's far too late. I found Larraín's other two films, Jackie and Spencer, much more engaging and for the audience. Sadness looms over Maria, and that's the state that most of it sits in. Now, while it's gorgeous to look at, and Jolie captures that internal struggle, it's missing a sense of drive and urgency for the audience. It seems like Callas really lived a life as big and grand as the stages that she performs on, but this film feels too small and intimate to really capture that. I'm giving Maria 2.5 out of 5 ticket stubs. If you like my review today, click subscribe on my YouTube channel. I have some other movie reviews, some celebrity interviews, and I would love to hear from you. Leave me a comment here on social media at Paul's Movie Trip, or a comment on YouTube. What are your thoughts on Jackie, Spencer, Maria? Let me know your thoughts on the works of Pablo Larraín. I would love to hear from you. And then go to my website, paulstriptothemovies.com for even more reviews. Thank you so much for watching my review of Maria. This is Paul's Trip to the Movies.